and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. I'll read it again. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, American army, all right, aka Babylon, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up. So the Babylonian army will be driven into a land barren and desolate. Other words, we know the valley of Jehoshaphat is the valley of Kidron in Israel. You couple that with this precept, how the Lord will drive the Babylonian army into a land barren and desolate, and this gives you a better understanding on where this third world's war is going to be, where it says the most barren place in the Middle East is widely considered to be the Rub al-Khali desert, also known as the empty quarter, which is a vast, extremely arid sand desert located in the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula, primarily within Saudi Arabia and encompassing parts of Oman, Yemen, and the United Arab Emirates. Its name directly translates the empty quarter due to its near lack of vegetation and human inhabitants. Right? But hey, the Lord is going to inhabit a lot of men after that great day. The scriptures speak on that. You know, the slain of the Lord shall be many. The Lord said in what's that? Revelation 18, I believe. How he's going to call the birds to come over for a great feast. That's going to be the end thereof. Okay? And if I didn't mention it, the East Sea is the Mediterranean Sea, and the hindermost is the Red Sea. And this thing shall come up, as I mentioned before. All right, so here's one of them. The Lord said, Babylon's stink shall come up, right? Because they're going to be destroyed. Ezekiel 39:4. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands. This is still a prophecy continuing from Ezekiel 39. So Ezekiel 38 is pretty much how the Lord is going to pull them together. And Ezekiel 39 is how the Lord is going to destroy them, along with all the nations that's over there, including America. And the people that is with thee, I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured. You know? So the Lord is bad, man. He's just using these people right now. You know? To stir up strife, to keep the strife going. But ultimately, he's going to destroy all of them, man. We're going to be the last one standing. Right? So, again, bringing it back home to the article, the last sentence of this paragraph, it says, the region's history is a constant process of transformation where every event, even seemingly insignificant at first glance, can lead to new and destructive consequences. The events of October 2023 served as a pivotal moment in this process, reflecting the high stakes in the battle for influence and the future of the entire region. Russia, with its rich historical experience in this part of the world, continues to exert significant influence on the shaping of the global order, and its role in this struggle will only grow. In the face of increasing global instability, the Middle East has once again become not just a place of local conflicts, but a symbol of deeper geopolitical shifts that will alter the balance of power in the world. And again, we got to take it a step further. Esau is the end of the world. We're in the current rulership of Esau Edom. Esau Edom is going to go down. This is how he's going to go down. He's going to go to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right? But again, in order for you, as a Lord, we read that the Lord is mustering the host of the battle. He's bringing them to a land barren and desolate, to the Valley of Jehoshaphat and all that, right? But he's giving them a reason to be there and to stay there, right? And they pretty much not understanding that that's their gravesite. Remember, the scriptures say that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Right? He was dealing with Esau for a minute to put punishment on us. But the punishment is almost up. Now it's his time to drink the cup, like it says in Lamentations 4:22. So it says Russia and the Middle East outcomes of 2024. The year 2024 was a pivotal and exceptional one for Russia's cooperation with the countries of the Middle East. The beginning of the year was marked by a significant event. 4 countries from the region, Iran, the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia, were included in the BRICS group. So is not Iran written of in Ezekiel 38? Underscoring the strategic importance of their participation in global processes and opening new horizons for multilateral engagement. Soon after, these same countries participated in the historic BRICS summit, held in Russia's Islamic capital, Kazan. This event served as a vivid confirmation of the strengthening ties between Russia and the Middle Eastern states, as well as their shared commitment to expanding mutually beneficial cooperation. The interests of the region's countries and Russia, both in bilateral and multilateral formats, only grew stronger. The frequency of official delegations visiting the Middle East from Russia, as well as representatives from the Middle East countries visiting Russia, became so high that it is almost unnecessary to count them. They have become an integral part of the diplomatic and economic life of both regions. Despite the pressure from Western countries and a policy of sanctions, Middle Eastern states have continued to expand their cooperation with Russia, particularly in the areas of trade, economy, and military political affairs. Come on, man. This reflects the deep trust and strategic partnership that continues to develop. One of the most significant events in economic cooperation was the 2024 St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, or SPIEF, with the Sultanate of Oman being the main guest. In addition to Oman, numerous high-profile delegations from the Middle Eastern countries were represented at the forum, highlighting their interest in strengthening ties with Russia and developing new joint projects. The SPIEF served as a platform for discussing and concluding important agreements, as well as establishing new business contacts. Russia continues to actively cooperate with the countries of the region and the energy sector, where negotiations on matters related to OPEC and other joint initiatives are ongoing. Many Middle Eastern countries such as Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar are key players in the global energy market, and Russia remains a reliable partner, playing a crucial role in ensuring the region's energy security. Through agreements like OPEC, Russia and the Middle Eastern countries continue to coordinate strategic actions to stabilize global oil prices and the prices of other energy resources. Moreover, Russia remains a vital exporter of food and agricultural products to the region. Amidst global economic changes and the pressure of sanctions, Russian products have become, for many Middle Eastern countries, not only a component of food security, but also a reliable source of essential supplies. From food products to agricultural machinery, Russia is actively expanding its export capabilities and maintaining a high level of trust among its Middle Eastern partners. So I mean, you see, this is a decent article, man. It's a decent article. But I'll just finish it off here. This last two paragraphs. Yeah, this last two paragraphs. It says, from food products to agricultural machinery. Okay, we read that. Last paragraph. Russia's cooperation with the Middle Eastern states serves as a prime example of how countries, despite external pressure and the changing international political landscape, can not only preserve but deepen their relations. This cooperation spans a wide range of issues, from energy and trade to defense and humanitarian projects, and it contributes to the overall strengthening of global stability and mutual understanding between regions. For Russia, the Middle East remains a strategically important region where it seeks to enhance its influence and become not only an economic but also a political center of attraction to the countries of this region of the world. So the scripture said it first. The Lord said it first. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushai spelled it clearly in these chapters, man. Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 39, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 34, Joel 2, Joel 3, Revelation 9, and so on and so forth. Revelation 16, that's another one. Right? On matters concerning war, on matters concerning economic ties, you can find it all in the scriptures. Right? And it's pretty much just in the news, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is making good on his word. Yeah, and America is going to find a way to fuck it up because that's what they do. If you ostracize them, they're just going to attempt to terminate you. And any way you slice it, all right? Any way you slice it, World War III has to start, and America is going to ensure of it. Because the Lord said so. Not because, right, because the Lord said so. Anyway. So if that, Lord willing, you are edified, shalom to the elect.